Welcome back, True Believers. It's Sal from Around Comics again. I wanted to talk a little bit about Alien Earth. That Alien Earth came out on FX this week. Really excited about the show. I'm a huge fan of Aliens, the whole franchise, Ridley Scott in general, all those things. But I wanted to talk specifically about the premiere of Alien Earth and the continuation of a universe and the story and sort of like taking that, having a creator, Noah Hawley, I don't know how you say the last name, the guy who did like Fargo and Legion, who I'm also a big fan of that show, even though it didn't really get a good response. Came out with the premiere, 2 episode premiere of the new Alien Earth, and it wasn't what I expected really. Timeline wise, it fits in between like Alien Romulus and the original Alien movie, so it's like a year or two or something like that. 2 years, 4 years, something like before the original Alien movie that came out in 1978. And it kind of leads up, I think, to that, to the Nostromo. We'll probably see the Nostromo taking off at some point. But I thought it was an interesting premiere. It was 2 episodes, both I think an hour and a half long, probably an hour long without commercials each. And what a difference in episodes. Like the first episode to me was a tour de force. Like it was just overwhelming in just throwing everything at you visually, sound, like trying to like catch up to where we are in this universe or what's going on, or it's just like it was this huge sort of just fire hose of information, and I really enjoyed it. It was Noah Hawley. I don't know how you pronounce his name. That dude who made it, the guy who directed and wrote it, has such a interesting visual style. I feel like it's at times it's almost too much. Like I can't comprehend what's going on the screen to some degree. But it's really intense, and I thought that was really interesting too. But I know people have, there's been, sort of different reviews of it, different takes on it, that kind of thing. People are saying it's like Blade Runner, Blade Runner. I know is something that's kind of came out in memes, and I can get that. Like it, I mean, Blade Runner obviously is in some way connected to the whole Aliens universe, whether through fandom or obviously Ridley Scott with both of those, but yeah, I can get that as well, and I think it is an interesting take on the alien sort of mythos and how we're presenting it. I was surprised like how quickly the alien was sort of shown, and there was some suspense to that, but it was like this it wasn't far into the show, and it's a different thing. It's not a movie, right? Like it's a TV show. There's a little more room to breathe and some different character development. One of the interesting things James Gunn was talking about, like the difference between TV and movies, is that plot really drives a big event movie, like a superhero movie or a sci-fi movie, that kind of thing. But character drives a TV show, right? Like you have much more room to breathe, and you can do things in a TV show that you can't do in a movie because you have these characters that you want to fall in love with and sort of follow, and it's not necessarily like the plot that's driving the thing because it's only 2 hours long. So that I thought that was an interesting take on it, and also the idea of like in this show it is based on the Alien franchise, but it is a TV show, so there is much more character driven, so we have to learn about these new characters and why do we fall in love with them, why do we like the Lost Boys and all that, and you learn about these different corporations that are ruling the planet. Wow, trillionaires, the first boy genius trillionaire, all that kind of stuff. A lot of things that the thing that really presented to me at first was just like, this is very topical. Like this is not that far in our future. Some of the things that we're seeing, and then